In this video, I wanted to talk about software companies, both software agencies and SaaS companies, because I see so many people talk about them and there's general misconception about software business. I'm former Python and Django programmer with over 12 years of experience. I launched 2 profitable software products, Social Insight and Opesta. And before that, I failed all of my first 8 tech startups. Also, I'm running now 40 people software development agency named SoftFormance. I've always been interested in business and software development probably since my 15 years. I really love everything about technology, startups, software development. I run my own products, and also I coach other first-time software founders on how to build and launch profitable software products. And I wanted to make this video for a long time because I see many people, especially software developers, conflate the ability to make software with the ability to make a software business, which I used to conflate as well. So in this video, I will try and share my path, how I did programming, then freelancing, then founded software development agency, and finally launching software products. I will tell you what's the difference, the pros and cons of each of these directions, and of course I will recommend my ideal path based on my 20 years in the industry, what to do. If you are a software developer dreaming about your own software products and apps, then I think this video might be for you. When I just started out, I thought I know how to code, so I can build a software business. Sounds easy, right? But unfortunately, that proved to be not as simple as that. The ability to code and the ability to run a software business are two very different skill sets, okay? I had to learn it the hard way, especially after my first few failed startups. And the reason was very simple actually, because coding is just one piece of the puzzle. Running a software business involves sales, marketing, client management, operations, and so much more than that. So if you want to start a software business, first thing you need to decide is, are you building a product or a service? These are two very different games, okay? Software product business is about creating something that you can sell repeatedly, like a SaaS platform, for example. It's scalable because you just build it once and then you can sell it to thousands of users without much extra effort. The catch, of course, it's really hard to get it right. You need to find product market fit, which can take sometimes months of trial and error. You need to invest a lot upfront. If you can code, then you have to spend a few months programming your proof concept or maybe MVP, minimum viable version. And if you don't want to build it yourself, then you need to hire someone to do this for you. For example, my first 8 tech startups that I failed, I coded myself. Then the next 2, I hired developers to do this for me. My first successful product, Social Insight, I spent about $15,000 on programmer salary to build this MVP version for me in just few weeks. But my second product, Opesta, was a bit higher, a bit bigger undertaking. It took me about 9 months with a team of 2 software developers, and I paid them about $150,000 to build the MVP for me. So that's quite an investment, right? Now, a software service business, like my agency SoftFormance, for example, is where you provide services, such as building custom software or mobile apps for your clients, basically client work. It's easier to start because you don't need upfront funding or a perfect idea. You can start by freelancing like I did and grow it from there. By adding more and more clients and hiring developers into your team, you can literally start with your own computer and internet connection. Of course, this model is not as easy to scale as software product. Also, you will have to allow hiring and working with people because you will make as much money as you have developers on your team. Now, one thing I want to really emphasize, don't try to build a product and run a service business at the same time, because I see this mistake is done by a lot of agency owners. I've seen so many people burn out and fail because they spread themselves too thin. These are 2 completely different business models that require 2 different groups of people and mindsets. But here's the thing, once your agency is established and you've delegated most of your day-by-day operations, now you can diversify. For example, at SoftFormance, we started experimenting with having 2 different departments. One for client services, for client projects, and another one for building internal products, product studio. But that's only after years of building the agency and having the resources to sustain both directions. These days I have 3 sales managers, 20+ developers, project managers, business analysts, recruiters, and so on and on. So I don't have to do everything on my own with my own hands. Now let's talk a bit about SaaS business again. The biggest benefit of SaaS is scalability. You build it once and you can sell it infinitely. Plus, SaaS companies have some of the highest access multipliers, 8 to 10 times of your revenue. Right now, I'm helping one of my coaching clients acquire a SaaS company, and I can see that some of SaaS businesses that we are considering for purchase are 1 year on the market only, making less than 30K per month of monthly recurring revenue, and are being sold for 1, 2, and even 3 millions in cold cash. But SaaS has a big downside. It's incredibly hard to find product market fit. My first 8 tech startups failed because I underestimated how difficult it is to build something that people actually want. And without funding, you're stuck doing everything yourself. Coding, marketing, sales, which is really exhausting. Now let's look at service business again. The big pro here is cash flow. When I started freelancing, I didn't need funding. I just found a client, built their app, and got paid. That cash flow allowed me to grow SoftFormance into a full agency with a team, where now we can handle larger projects for multiple clients. And the downsides, of course, scaling a service business is much harder because you need more people to handle more projects. It's not as scalable as SaaS product, obviously, where you can serve thousands of customers without much extra effort. So what's the biggest lesson I learned from all of that? Start with what's feasible. For me, building an agency was the right move because I didn't have the funding or resources to build a SaaS at that time. Also, there were no AI tools or no-code platforms that could streamline my development process. But running the agency has taught me invaluable skills like client management, communication, and even how to observe what successful SaaS founders, our clients, were doing right. That was a very big thing for me. So, whether you choose to start a tech product business or a service-based agency, just remember this one thing. Running a software business in general is much more than just coding, okay? It's about marketing, sales, relationships, day-to-day operations, and unfortunately for me, I learned it the hard way when I almost went bankrupt with my agency twice in the first year and when I failed my first 8 tech startups. So, which path should you take? If you are just starting out, I would recommend, of course, services. It's easier to start, generates cash flow, and gives you the chance to learn business fundamentals. But if you are ready to tackle the challenge of product market fit and scalability, and are ready to invest upfront, a SaaS business, SaaS product could be a way to go for you. Either way, it's possible and it's doable for you. I've been through the ups and downs of all of that, and I'm here to say that you can do it too. Also, I'm on a challenge to grow my YouTube channel to 10K subscribers by the end of this year. So please subscribe to my account and help me achieve that goal. That will mean a lot for me. Also, if you're a developer looking to start your own agency or SaaS business, drop your questions in the comments below and I will respond to each of you because I've been there. I really want to help. With that being said, thank you for watching. Please like the video and see you in the next one.